everyone, welcome to another awesome day of FileMaker training. I'm Richard Carlton, creator of FMTrain.tv, where every day we are doing great FileMaker training. Real quick, we'll cover the broadcast, the upcoming broadcast schedule real quick. Let me do that real quick. So today, Christian Schmitz will be here in a little bit. He'll be coming on here momentarily to talk about the latest version of the MonkeyBread plugin. If you want to support the channel, because everything here is totally free, you press the bundles button right here. This is basically makes you a Patreon subscriber, but a triple super Patreon subscriber. A galactic overlord, awesome Patreon subscriber. And so we greatly appreciate that all of you have a subscription, at least the minimum one. And if you renew, that keeps the lights on. It's very useful, helps us a great deal. So now I am done, I believe at the moment. I'm going to now activate Captain Crash over here. There he is. He's in the flesh. It's Christian Schmitz. Smile, Christian Schmitz. Christian Schmitz, what are we doing today? Tell me what we're doing today.
Today we are talking about the latest MBS plugin version, 14.1.
Okay.
They have a ton of new features.
14.1.
So,
now, I am not using 14.1 officially. I'm using 14.0009 or something. So.
Okay, so now you have to learn a new number.
Uh-huh.
So
oh,
instead of
73.
7.2, it's now 7.3. Yeah. You know, the number is changing all the time.
Going up. It always goes up.
So people can enjoy the MBS plugin. It provides thousands of new features to FileMaker. You can learn about it on our website. And let's say you are interested to learn what's new and the latest version. So let's go into it. We have new overlay functions.
I have no idea what that is.
Okay. So it allows you to show a custom window on Mac and Windows.
Yeah, but I can already do. Okay, I'm gonna play against you, right? I can already do that. I can show a window in FileMaker.
Yeah. Okay. So, but this window can have no Osos widgets. So there's no close button, no border, and you can define the content with a picture, including transparency. So you can let the user move it around if you want, or allow mouse clicks on it, or just ignore mouse clicks, and you can enter. So
you have any? You show the example. You always have examples. Everyone, just so you know, you have a great feature. He almost always has an example file. Okay.
Yeah, we need examples. So the first thing is here's the logo. I can move it around. And when
Scott Kane, do you have a round logo, Scott? Because I can see you using this. This is great.
You may use this to show any graphic you like on any place on the screen whenever you need it, for as long as you need it, and then remove it or move it away. And this can be used for a lot of things. Like if you're making a tutorial, you may want to highlight. So click this button here. We draw a red line around it.
Wait. Could you make like a help system that would like highlight things and...
Yeah. So let me show you another demo before we later go to the scripts. So splash screen. You know, when the solution opens, you could show a screen with your company name, your logo, your product name, and have it disappear after time.
This works equally well on Windows, just before Austin or Lynn from Austin loses their minds.
Yeah. So let's go. This is the Mac picture.
That's
still,
a Mac one, yeah.
Yeah, there's overlay here, there. So let's just open a version of FileMaker and click it. So this is the Windows version.
Okay. Do the splash screen part. Do the splash screen. Does that fade in too? Oh, it does. So it has the whole fadey in thing. That's nice.
Yeah.
Lynn from Austin. See, he's looking out for you. I'm looking out for you. We love Lynn from Austin.
So another idea is if you have something which takes longer, you can, or that you do in the background.
Or back to the transient notifications again. Okay, stop. Just stop. Can you show how that works in code? Just show that.
Yeah, of course. Let's go through the code. Let's show.
Is this better than the problem is the tech gets better. Okay, let me give you here's what I want to do. I need to say saved record. I want to pop up and then auto dissipate itself after 3 seconds or something.
the key thing here is we don't have a ready-made picture for this. We make the picture on the fly in the script.
Okay, but if I only have to do it once, I don't care. So fine, so do that. So you're making
Yeah,
the
but
picture.
you can change the text here. So
Yeah. But then can it show up and then auto dismiss itself? Can it?
yeah, it does it
Okay,
already.
it does.
It disappears.
Okay, back up. If you're doing that, is that asynchronous to the FileMaker? So FileMaker's not trapped, right? If you're editing in FileMaker or typing something and that happened, it's not going to remove you from the field. Or that's the whole point of the web viewer transient notification is not to. It doesn't.
Test.
Yeah. So we're editing a
So
field.
so I
There we
can
go.
type
Typing now.
to make the save by Command 5.
Okay.
So so I'm typing while the button.
Oh yeah. All right. Sorry, I'm excited.
So let's show the script.
Oh,
So
Lynn says,
this
can you display FileMaker data? Can you display FileMaker data?
Yeah, sure,
You
whatever.
could put anything in there, but you could probably put some other text in there besides Richard is awesome. You could put like whatever.
Let's say we just use here the text field we just made.
Ooh. Is there,
So let's say
now, is it auto sizing or is it hard coded to that 600 is the pixels up there, right? Is that the position or is that the dimensions?
this is the width.
Okay.
This
All right.
is, we could auto calculate that if you want.
Yeah.
We have
Based on the
functions
number of
to-
characters. Yeah.
Yeah, we could do that. Yeah.
Where's the font?
So-
The font's too big. We need to make the font smaller.
The
I'm being
font
demanding.
is here Arial, and the size is 50.
Oh, 50 is too big. Make that 25 or something smaller, something snuggly. There we go.
Okay.
Way better. All right, run it now. Oh, this is good. Anyone else excited about this?
So at runtime, we decide to create a picture here, transparent, like this thing here. We make it a picture with an alpha channel. We set our color and we erase the whole picture. And then we start drawing. We have a line. We have here some transparent black. So this is 000 for RGB is black. And then here 20% transparency and fill color 80%. And then we draw a round rectangle. We set the font size. We draw some text centered on the picture. We save the picture to a container. And this thing is just to prepare the picture. You could have the picture coming from somewhere else, doesn't matter. And then we create the overlay. We tell it where to go. So we calculate here the position on the screen, so it's centered. We put it in the picture. We tell the plugin that it should not be movable by the mouse for the user. We turn it visible. And then the trick to let it disappear, we use a plugin to schedule expression to run after 3 seconds. So after 3 seconds, this line will run, and it's just a release command, so it will destroy the overlay.
Oh man, if only it worked in WebDirect. This overlay stuff is awesome. So.
Yeah, WebDirect. I mean, after so many years, there's still no way for a plugin to do anything on the user interface with WebDirect. There's no way.
Yeah, that's not. If Christian could have surmounted that mountain, he would have. No, this is absolutely fantastic. I remember seeing it when you were like previewing it. This is incredibly cool. So yeah. I don't have any other questions. Just people universally agreeing that this is incredibly cool. So.
Okay, so maybe we go through the script a little bit more to show here this little logo. So if you want to have such a logo, you put it in a field somewhere, maybe a global one or one in the preference table, wherever. You put your company logo, and then you can just say, make me new overlay, give it a location, set frame here, gives just coordinates, put it in a picture and make it visible. If you want it draggable, you can tell the plugin. You can give the whole thing an alpha channel. So this is 80% visible. And if I move the mouse over, it's switching to 100% visible. We have here script triggers for the mouse. So there's a mouse click, a mouse enter, mouse exit. Yeah. And here on enter, we just change the alpha channel. So you can react to the mouse is moving over it. So, and there's an exit trigger to, when you move the mouse out, to put back the 80%
Hey,
thing.
Ken asked, I missed what triggers the overlay to appear. It's a script, right? Is this called
Yeah,
script?
so here on the script, set mouse click script, set mouse enter script, set mouse exit script. So
Okay,
you
yeah,
can define a script.
but then it actually executes what the bottom line is. Go do it. Is the last line overlay?
No, that's just stores the variable in a global, so we can
Okay.
use it later. Well, the idea here is we have scripts which run if you move the mouse
Okay, yeah.
over, so you can react to mouse is over
Ah,
while mouse is not over, and then you can react on a click. There's another one. So in this case here, mouse enter makes it fully opaque, and mouse exit puts it back on 80%. And because I'm in Germany, there's a comma, but for you it would be a dot. And mouse click is just you clicked, and then we have functions to get the mouse position. So you can make this a floating button if you want.
hey, Labo. So Labo has a question here. Last time we talked about maybe supporting GIFs or even a web viewer. Is that still a possibility? Question mark.
It's on the wish list, to-do list, you think?
Which means he'll have it done tomorrow, probably, knowing Christian.
Yeah, the problem is Windows.
So
So
we don't want
I have something on the works where I can put a web viewer on this for Mac already. I want to get it working for Windows, and then I can show it to people.
Okay, I have a question. So for Labo 404, the GIF would be, the idea would be an animated GIF would be kind of the idea, right? Is that the idea? I mean, because GIFs are pretty dumb anymore unless they're animated, then that makes sense. Labo, yeah, Labo's thinking a little animation there.
So
I
we
would
could,
rather. Yeah, go ahead, Christian.
yeah, we could, of course, allow you to put in a GIF or even a movie. I mean,
You could do a lot of neat interactive display stuff with anime GIFs that could make things really excited. So anyway,
yeah, I should think about like the stretch animation also. When you click something to delete the record, we could make a little poof. This could change. I mean, you can have a script changing the picture 20 times a second and just making an animation yourself already. So the next thing we had was here this little highlight for the button. And you might ask how we did that. And the key thing here is that we ask FileMaker where on the layout is that button. So we have some coordinates. And then we can draw our round rectangle or the transparent picture, and then create an overlay and put it on the position where the button is. And there are two ways for this. We have actually a function set frame with control where the plugin asks FileMaker for the coordinates, and then you can still provide deltas. But here we just calculate it ourselves. So it's we ask FileMaker where the control is, and then our window starts a little bit more to the left, right, top left, and goes a little bit further on the bottom right. So we have this area around the button. And again, we schedule here a little expression to run 5 seconds after we started us. So it will automatically dispose the overlay. So yeah, if the web viewer would work on this overlay, you could just load whatever JavaScript you wanted it. So the next example here is the star thing. So I can press Command 6 to put a star where the mouse is. And
Okay, stop. Just stop. If I draw a picture and I put stars or something on the picture, can I recapture that with the images on top? I guess I could, couldn't I? Like you had a picture of like it's almost like doing a drawing animation on top of a photo, right? It's stuff that we probably done before, but the idea is that you could do stars, but if you could, on top of a image and then recapture the revised picture. I mean, this one here is kind of dumb, stars everywhere, but the idea is that, oh my God, you could drop stuff on top and then maybe update a container or something.
Yeah. So the idea here is it's just an example that we can use the mouse position to put something there where the mouse is.
Okay, back up. I have another question. So can't animate these right now? If we run a sequence of overlays back to back to back, can we animate like someone buys, like it's like almost like a little eye candy, like someone buys something with a credit card and it goes through a little checkbox, animates or something. Could you send frames at this, like 5
Yeah,
frames?
you can have a script, change the picture 10 times a second to make a little animation. Yeah, you would need a
That's where
couple
the
of
animate
images
GIF
for that.
comes in, but yeah, it's
So it's something we could work on. Yeah, but I see the star thing is just a little example to use the mouse position to place them. So it could be anything. It would allow you basically to make an annotate feature like you have on Zoom here, where you can draw on the screen, and you could just let the user draw on the screen in your FileMaker solution.
You could do all sorts of crazy crap, probably not the best use of anyone's time, but if you could do things that would highlight or make the interface more clear, right?
Yeah. So people like to annotate screens, and so I got here Command 7, Command 8.
Hang on. Stop, I'm back to you. Now I can see. Go ahead, hit Command 7, Command 8. Go ahead.
Yeah, I make nice lines on the screen. Do you see the lines?
Yep, I see the lines.
So the idea is that you can just create pictures on the fly to draw them on the screen to maybe show something, to show alignment lines if you want.
Okay.
Same thing works on Windows. So you can have this targeting cross if you want, and use it for your solution.
So Ghost Robot is kind of new to the FileMaker world, and so they are learning. See, the reason I get so excited about this is some of this stuff is stuff that Claris is not going to do and hasn't done. And so someone like Christian Schmidt makes a plugin that does all this for us, and it's really an inexpensive plugin, like really cheap, but it does so much. And so that's why I'm such a big fan of having him on the show. So Lucky Dog / Ghost Robot says, can you make these items react dynamically? This may be a bad question for FileMaker. You can mouse over, right? Dynamically,
Yeah, let's just make a little thing, graphic converter. So we have here a picture, and let's just say we take a red color, we take and we make it a little nose here. So save the picture, put it in a container here. And now let's modify. Where is it? Set image. So mouse exit, mouse enter. This was the splash screen. So I can just change the picture on the fly with $overlay ref. So the variable is named differently. So I know you see when I go over it, it gets a red nose.
So let me just real quick on this conversation. So let me help everyone with this. Christian, I'm talking about you behind your back. Just take a drink and take a break for 60 seconds. So here's the trick with MonkeyBread software. If you go to, and Christian's about to navigate to his web page behind this demo screen. If you go to his web page, he has 7,300 different functions that this thing does. Realistically, it's probably 10 supporting functions for everything, but this is all the stuff it does. The idea is to figure out what you want to do, find the keyword, do a search for it. There's a sample file, because that code over there is intimidating, right? Ghost Robot. I mean, when he's coding that, he's going really fast. That's intimidating. I'm intimidated by it. Maybe none of you are. I'm intimidated by it. So what I do is I try to find a sample file that does 75 or 80% of what I want to do, and I have to adjust a little bit. So I take his sample, I steal his code, which is what he wants us to do, stick it on our file, because we buy the plugin it's very inexpensive. And so then you're like 70 or 80% of the way there. And so you don't have to code that stuff from scratch. I would never code it from scratch. I would find a sample file, steal the code, glue it in, and recycle it. So if I want to do my notification thing, I'm going to find his little MonkeyBread logo demo overlay thing, and I'm going to change it to be my own thing, right? But that's how you have to
Before-
handle Christian, because he comes with us all this stuff. He starts coding this 500 miles an hour because he's really good, right? And so I have to take it apart kind of slowly. I'm like, yeah, it's all good. Then the show's over. I sneak off in the corner and I walk through the demo step by step, very slowly with a script debugger, right? Yes.
Probably.
All right. So now you can have your show back, Christian.
So yeah, and we are providing a toolbox. The toolbox can do a lot of fantastic tricks, and it can even do more if you connect a few dots yourself. Like you could use our, well, graphics magic functions to draw the picture on the fly. So here are all the overlay functions. So the wall overlay thing is 44 functions currently. And we could add more if you have some ideas.
Lynn says, can you make the graphic slide in or out?
What is slide in and slide out?
If you have the like slide off off the visible area onto the screen, like have it kind of fly across the screen.
Yeah, sure. So MBS overlay, what is it? Move. So, and we got a new parameter there.
This is like Macromedia Director. I go way back to the days of animating with Macromedia Director when I was 20. Animation time and all that kind of timelines. Oh my gosh.
Overlay. So, because someone asked about this, there is a new parameter coming for the next version, animation time. So I can say, let's say on the screen 900 by 300, let's say 3 seconds.
Is that milliseconds or seconds?
Seconds, I think.
Okay, because a lot of times you use milliseconds.
So nothing happened. What did I do wrong?
Well, where does it start? Did you already run it? Tell it to go.
Oh yeah.
All right, I'm going to build a screensaver. The toaster after dark screensaver.
Let's put it back to the top left. Or let's say here we make minus 200, so it moves off the screen. And moves to the other screen, and then I can duplicate the script. So you could have a graphic come into a visible area if you like.
Does that work? I hate to ask Lynn's question. Does that work on the animation work on Windows?
I think I did it, but let's check. So first, let's.
And is the animations part of a beta, right? So you have to have 14.1 beta something.
Yeah, 14.2. Yeah, because it came up recently, and so I added it for 14.2.
Okay.
So it's already on the website.
Try it on Windows. Yeah, let's try it. Here we go.
So
if you want the animation, everyone, you have to do the 14.2.
One. Yeah.
Yeah, get rid of that.
So I need to make a new script. No, this is make already. Here, go on Windows, move, variable. So overlay, move, dollar overlay. Let's say 500, and again 3 seconds. So created. Oh,
it's behind the window.
Yeah.
Okay.
Behind the window. Oh, let's see. Oh yeah, we should do the topmost thing. So you can define that something is
the layer
on top of the screen. So there is just want to copy it here, set topmost. So that tells the plugin to have it always over everything else. And then I can move. Because otherwise I run the script, FileMaker will bring the FileMaker window to the front.
Right.
And then
Yeah. So Lynn says, is this currently available for Windows without the web viewer feature? Yeah, I think it's all.
You see it.
It's working. Yeah, it's all here. Right. He asked that. He asked that before we did the demo. But is the web viewer feature available on the Mac right now, but not on Windows? Is that what?
No, it's a beta thing. It's an alpha thing. It's something I have, and basically the laboratory. You see.
Laboratory.
It's maybe coming for next version.
But he has to make it work. Well, we expect you to stay up all night tonight getting it running. That's how that is.
So I know that people ask for Windows all the time. So it has to be on Mac and Windows, and it has to work similar on both.
What else? What else is in here?
Yeah, okay. So if you make DynaPDF, if you use DynaPDF for your PDF manipulation, you can now create an action to open an embedded file, which I think we showed on a previous live stream. So you can have a PDF embedded in a PDF document, and you can have a button, and if you click the button, it opens the PDF document inside your PDF. Then we got the parser functions, which allow you to get all the text on a page. And it allows you also to delete some text on a page. And we got the new function here to get the font text on the, what's here? So Mike, if you want to get this latest beta version, yeah, you go on
Oh,
the
you saw that.
MBS.
Okay, he's reading the questions in real time. Yeah, there we go. How do we get the beta?
So you
How
get
do we
on
get
the
it?
blog and you find a lot of stuff. And here is MBS plugin version 14.2. And then somewhere here on the list of new stuff coming is the overlay. At least it should be here. Okay, but this version has it. So you go here on the download link, and then you can grab your zip archive.
Well, there you go, folks.
So we got some DynaPDF features, like here
Okay.
also getting all the actions in the PDF as a block of JSON, so you can inspect them all quickly. We have a JSON replace function, which allows you to do search and replace in a JSON block, and it got improved. We have new convenience functions here to add a value to an array or an object, and we got diff functions. So you can get the difference between two JSON blocks, so you know what's before, what's after, what changed. Then we got a format button, and you can now get a compact form calculation. So, and we have a function to do the formatting in script, so you can use it in your own calculations. Then for AV recorder, you can set the video orientation, which is useful for iOS, where the device may be rotated. So you can tell the plugin that the video you're recording should be rotated. And you can control printing for the web viewer better on on iOS. So we have new options there. And then we have improved handling of styling and statistics function. So let's maybe show a few details here. I mean, people maybe, let's say you are doing JSON here. Everyone is nowadays doing a lot of JSON. And the search and replacing is really interesting. Let's say this does search. Let's grab one of the examples here. So let's see, we have a JSON like this. It shows records for some books, and we can make a query here to find all the books below a certain price, and we can replace the author field with a new value. So let's just run it, and you see there is a new value what's here the author on this record, but not on this one, because there is an expression to find only the records we want to have. Also maybe make it a new field. Let's see what happens. And nothing happens here. That's something I should maybe do. Title. Yeah. So you can do search and replace in existing ones, and you can just have the new value be a text technically, like our here. But that's our, we are using here our JSON formatting, so it will expect that your JSON is valid. So there's a big discussion on.
We have a question from Lynn. How fast are the JSON calcs on 1,000 objects in the JSON? What about 10,000?
Yeah, The thing is, our JSON stuff is optimized for speed. I would encourage you to try it because I just don't have a 10,000 object JSON here.
Yeah, Lynn's the big Windows support person here, and I'm glad that he is here because that reminds us that Windows is a thing, even though I'm using a Mac and you're on a Mac, but it's great that the Windows people. By the way, to be clear about this real quick, there's 7,300 functions in here, but in terms of like major limitations, he tipped, and I'm talking about Christian like once again behind his back, like he's not here listening to me. When he like the overlay thing is like probably 7 to 10 function calls that he has. Okay, I understand. Just pretend like you're not here for them. I will talk about you behind your back, right? So it doesn't matter what the number is. It'll vary from issue to issue. Overlay is 44. The point is, though, is that he has addressed a huge number, probably upwards of about 800 to 1,000 limitations, and the legitimate limitations in the FileMaker platform. But to fix each limitation, there is figure on average about 10 function calls that he calls. So someone said, oh my God, 73, that was a lucky dog, says 7,300 functions. Yeah, just think about it in terms of problems that you're going to solve. You identify a problem, you're going to go find the example file, then you'll find that there's 7, 8, 10, or 40 functions that help you address that. That makes sense? And so how many legitimate things it overcomes? It came up with Claris last week, I think, or the week before. No, it was last week. I was talking to Claris, who a person's name shall not be named, who's not really in charge of too much. He goes, man, really, Claris should buy Christian Schmidt out. And I go, yeah, I used to think that was a good idea, but then Christian Schmidt wouldn't work well within a corporate environment. Then we would really lose that innovation, right? Christian is his own boss. We pay him, and he is motivated, and he wants to innovate. And I don't think he could work. Neither I don't work very well in a corporate environment. He probably works even more poorly in a corporate environment, right? And so I like where he's at. That being said, it would be great if these were all built into the product, but someone would have to forcibly push this through Claris, and they've got, other things they're focused on. So anyway, for what that's worth, Claris wishes they went as fast as you do. Claris goes through probably a bigger QA, because the good part about what Christian does is Christian's plugin generally, when he builds new features, they don't unwind other features generally. And that's the thing with Claris, when they build a new feature, like there's that new searchy feature that Margaret likes to demonstrate for us. If someone figured out that there might be a limitation to that, we don't want to break things. So there's always a kind of what we call recursive testing. Is that what we call it, Christian? When you go back and you test backwards, what's that term for that? Is that recursion? Regression testing. Regression testing. And so you go back to make sure that the new thing you built doesn't break that you had previously built, right? Make sense?
Yeah. So usually, if you want to use the plugin, we have 600 example projects here. You would just go and say, let's say I need a menu, a pop-up menu like this one here. I need a nice menu. I would just go here and copy the script to build the menu, and just reuse all the things I need and delete all the other things. So you could have a nice menu in your solution.
Can you show that again? I was typing and I missed it. Do it one more time so I can see it.
It's just
with graphics. Oh God! Oh, this is so awesome.
Yeah, some people use it on their FileMaker solution as a navigation. So they have basically a center button on the top left.
Okay, stop. I was typing. Go back and show the code for that real quick, because this would make it. So is it a value list? Is that where you get it from? You get it from where's the data coming from? Is it a value list, or how
this is just hard-coded everything.
Oh, okay. Oh,
there is a possibility to have here the menu defined as text,
Yeah. And then hit the button.
Did for people,
Okay, hit the button. Just show that.
And here,
back up. Could you do that? Could you, if you had a solution, could you, and say like across the top of FileMaker, because one of the things, these custom menus have always sucked. And the only person I ever found that liked it was Nick, but I think he felt like he had to say that. But file, edit, view, all the menus across the top, you could build your own that would scroll down from the top, right?
Oh, well, we can show it wherever you like. And you can define them here in XML.
All right, so if you took these little boxes and you shoved them up here across the top, we could make our own menu system that didn't suck. That would be awesome. Oh, how do I get rid of all the little, okay, hang on 1 second. Trash, clear.
If you Command Z, it should undo it. There you go.
Okay.
So what one client of mine did is on every layout, they have this little button on the top left. And whenever you click it, it runs a central script in one of the files to build you the custom navigation menu. It only shows you the entries you're allowed to go. And it may show you the last visited ones on top or the special section, and it may have some graphics, and it's just built on the fly. So the script runs, it takes a fraction of a second and builds the menu. It has a ton of features.
Which is incredibly cool. Like, seriously, the amount of options this has is wild.
Yeah, it looks a little bit different on Windows. Maybe I show you the
Hey,
Windows version.
Lynn from the university. Hey, Lynn, is this the university? Right? Lynn from Austin? Okay, so Lynn says, thanks, Christian. You made a sale today. After 7,300 features, your overlays finally convinced me that I need MBS for Windows. I will try to get approval for a unlimited seats license.
Thank you, you made my day. So this is Windows here, where we have the possibility to also show check marks and bullets and have color and font sizes, bold, bigger fonts, utility code format. We have this formula formatting. So let's say you have a couple of calculations and you like to use to format them. The MBS plugin can do that now in FileMaker. So if you have a FileMaker database with FileMaker calculations, like custom functions, you could use this format function. And let's see. So here's our formula. And we can just format it with the plugin. So the plugin automatically adds here the intention. And there's an option key, so you can make a compact version if you want. But usually you only need that if you need to go against the 30,000 character limit. But otherwise, you just make it nicely. So
making it more readable, right? Yeah.
Yeah. So the plugin goes here and sees, oh, this line may be long, so it breaks them. And you can really make some messy calculations readable. And you can use it with the format function, or you can have this in the data viewer. There is this little toolbar here on the bottom where you can check the syntax and do the formatting right here. Use it on all your calculations to always format them.
Renaflex on Discord is, not Discord, Twitch, commenting on me being overly verbose about my like of your product.
Hey, really quick, Christian, I was trying to do this the other day and I couldn't remember the command. How do you do the thing to make the calculation text larger that you do in your plugin?
The calculation text. Yeah, well, there's a preference in the dialog, but also I just added here command plus and command minus.
Oh, okay. So
Because,
command plus and minus. Cool.
Yeah, works also. Actually, I did that after we had a live stream where someone, was it Richard, maybe tried to increase the font size with command plus, and then I thought, oh, that's a nice idea, just add it.
Yeah, okay. Sorry. Yeah, well,
by accident.
Yeah, all right.
So that cool. It is just command plus. I wasn't sure if it was like a special button somewhere.
Yeah, in the preference, it's also here minimum font size in formulas. So currently 21 here. So,
so you can just automatically set it to be large.
No, it's just there's a number, you can enter it. So FileMaker by default has something like, I don't know, 10 or 12 or whatever. And because we're getting older, we like bigger font sizes. That's also why I have here the setting for the script workspace to use maybe 15.
We're getting older. We have larger fonts and we have all the old stuff. Thank you for that. Right. What else? Anyone? We got to land. This is your captain speaking. We got to land the airplane. So
yeah. So let's see. What did we else have?
Just a couple things. Oh, I see you fixed a bunch of bugs down here.
Yeah, so here you can copy the full field specification with a menu command. You can here ask if certain keys on the keyboard are pressed, like is shift key down, is function key down, caps lock. Like caps lock may be very useful if you are on a field to enter a password. You may warn the user if caps lock is down. Yeah, a couple of bug fixes, a couple of improved functions, like the RTF parsers got much better. So if you paste something from the clipboard on Mac and Windows, you get a better translation of the styles, which helps a lot of people, I think. And the data detector example. Oh, that's also something. Let me show you. Regex. So this is there's a data. There's my example, data detector. So this is using Apple frameworks to get data, useful data out of text. And we have an action menu, so it finds a phone number and allows you to call the phone number, copy it. You could do the same on Windows with regular expressions, of course, but this is using machine learning on Mac to
All right,
or
Lynn,
iOS
hopefully
get...
Lynn has left the show for that, but yes, regular expressions, that's another whole
You can, yeah, but
set.
if you do it on a Mac with frameworks, you can get the machine learning stuff, so it finds all the stuff without you coding it yourself. And you can just have such an action menu.
Oh, damn it, Lynn's still here. All right, never mind. We have a Mac only thing there, sorry.
Yeah, but we have otherwise a lot of Windows functions available. And if you go through the list of new functions, where was it? The list of new, you see here all the platforms.
Oh, there we go.
So there's
Hang on.
a lot of things are all platforms. There's Mac Win stuff. Some things work
that's
on the
pretty
server.
good. Oh, that's pretty good. Yeah. Okay.
Okay, so if people like to give feedback, they can shoot me an email on support@MonkeyBread Software. We have trial licenses if they want to just try the product for a few weeks. Otherwise, we appreciate if they eventually buy a license.
This is overwhelming. I mean, I'm overwhelmed because the menu thing is huge. The overlay thing is huge. I don't know the menu would probably be more useful, but the overlay thing would be more fun. So I'm stuck between fun and good business sense. So, all right. Well, that's it for now. Tomorrow we're going to be, new starting point tomorrow. It's the light version. It's not radically, it doesn't look much different, but under the hood, it's like all the best practices I forced my team to actually do what I say, not what I do kind of thing. They actually are doing it correctly. And I had a long story. So sometimes you have to go back and clean up a product under the hood, and that's what tomorrow's mostly about. And we can talk about that. I'm happy to explain to you my failings in life and how I fixed them. All right. So Christian Schmidt, awesome as always. Thank you.
Welcome.